If you're over 50 and feel behind financially, this video is going to change everything. Because the truth is, it's not too late, not even close. Welcome to the 50-plus real estate catch-up plan, a simple step-by-step system designed specifically for people starting late, starting over, or starting with very little savings. In this series, you're going to learn how to begin real estate investing even with low or no capital, the scripts and steps to get your very first opportunities, and how to turn small moves into real cash flow and long-term wealth. By the end of this plan, you'll know exactly what to do, how to start, and how to build financial security, even if you're beginning at 50, 60, or 70 years old. So stay with me because this might be the most important financial roadmap you hear this decade. Let's get started. Part 1. The urgency to action. Low capital investing for real people starting late. How does low capital investing help you start with little or no savings? If you're 50 plus, behind on retirement, and worried about income, your window hasn't closed, but your window has become more valuable. This is the moment where every decision matters. Not because you're running out of time, but because you're running out of time to waste. Most people over 50 don't fail because of lack of money. They fail because of lack of movement. Your advantage at 50 plus is that you finally understand how fast a decade passes, and that creates the most powerful force in real estate, the urgency to take meaningful, strategic action. Part 1 of this series shows you exactly how to do that, even with low savings, damaged credit, or no investing experience. Section 1. Why urgency matters more after 50. At 25, you can afford trial and error. At 55, you need a strategy that actually works. People 50 plus face 3 universal fears. Is real estate still feasible for me? What if I don't have enough money to get started? Can this really give me financial security? At my age? Here's the truth. Real estate is still the #1 catch-up vehicle for people starting late when done strategically. Why? Reason number 1, you're closer to cash flow needs, not speculation. You're not gambling on crypto or day trading. You need reliable income, tax advantages, and equity growth, not hype. Reason number 2, you have life experience and street smarts younger investors lack. You've managed families, jobs, crises, disappointments, bills, responsibilities. Real estate investors need that level of judgment. Reason number 3, you have urgency, and urgency creates consistent action. The most successful 50-plus investors I coach win because they take small steps every single week. Not heroic steps, just consistent ones. Section 2. The myth of needing big money to start. The biggest obstacle isn't finances. It's the belief that you need finances. Most people assume you need 20% down, perfect credit, a big savings cushion, a high income. Let's wipe that off the table. There are 9 proven ways to start with little or no capital that real 50-plus investors use every day. 1. Bird dogging, finder's fees. You locate deals for investors and get paid $500 to $2,500 per lead. Zero money required. Perfect for absolute beginners. Creates fast cash. 2. Wholesaling. Put a property under contract, sign the contract, and get paid $5,000 to $25,000. Requires sweat, hustle, and knowledge, not savings. 3. Private money partnerships. You bring the deal. Your partner brings the money. You split equity or cash flow. This is how many 50-plus investors start. 4. House hacking or room rentals. Even in your own home. Turn your home into an income engine. Basement rental, garage conversion, renting a room, travel nurse housing. This alone can cut your monthly expenses by 30 to 70%. 5. Lease options and rent-to-own strategies. Control property without owning it. Build cash flow with little out of pocket. 6. Subject to or seller financing. Take over payments or negotiate terms directly with the seller. Often requires little to no upfront capital. 7. Micro flipping, also known as online real estate arbitrage. Identify deals online and assign them from anywhere. Minimal risk, low overhead. 8. Middleman plays. This is service-based investing. Become a transaction partner, helping investors with photos, cleaning, access, staging, rent collection. You get paid without owning property. 9. JV rental partnerships. You co-own a property without providing all the cash. You bring deal finding, management, sweat equity. Partner brings down payment and/or credit. Section 3. Why does low capital investing work best for 50-plus beginners? Because it answers the two biggest questions in your mind. 1. Is this still feasible for me? Yes, because these strategies rely on skills, not savings. Your people skills, communication, reliability, problem solving, and life experience are worth more than a bank balance. 2. Will this give me financial security? Yes, because real estate creates cash flow, tax savings, equity growth, leverage, and inflation protection. These strategies begin building those outcomes immediately, even with small steps. Section 4. The real reason you haven't started yet. It's not money, not time, not age. It's lonely fear. The fear of starting over. The fear of looking foolish. The fear of taking a risk late in life. The fear of past failures repeating themselves. But here's the truth. You've already survived harder things than real estate. If you can survive divorce, job loss, raising kids, losing loved ones, health scares, and financial setbacks, you can survive talking to a seller. You can survive making an offer. You can survive running numbers on a deal. You're not lacking ability. You're lacking a clear starting path, which brings us to your first action steps. Section 5. Your first 7-day action plan. Start with no money. Day 1, choose your path. Pick one low capital strategy to start with. Bird dogging, wholesaling, house hacking, partnerships, or seller financing. Commit to this path for the next 30 days. Day 2. Learn the basic script. You only need one simple script for sellers, buyers, and partners. I'll create that script in part 2 of this series. Day 3. Build your small power circle. Add 5 to 7 people to your catch-up team: realtor, investor, contractor, loan officer, title company, or property manager. You don't need deep relationships yet, just contacts. Day 4. Drive or scan for deals. Spend 45 minutes driving for dollars, searching Zillow for distressed properties. You should be looking for FSBO, for sale by owner, or price cuts. Day 5. Make 2 to 3 practice calls. You're not trying to get a deal. You're learning to talk. Momentum is greater than perfection. Day 6. Analyze 2 deals. Use basic numbers for property price, rent, repairs, taxes, and mortgage estimate. I can give you a downloadable calculator if you want it. Just leave a comment below stating, "I want my downloadable calculator," in the comment section below. Day 7. Make your first real attempt. This can be one of the following: 1 offer, 1 seller conversation, 1 wholesale outreach, 1 Facebook marketplace post, and 1 partnership conversation. This is the moment you break the cycle. Section 6. Closing message from Real 50+. If you're reading this, you already understand the urgency. You already know something needs to change. You already know time isn't slowing down, but neither are you. Starting with little savings doesn't make you late. It makes you resourceful. It makes you creative. It makes you an investor who built wealth the real way, not the lucky way. For more useful tips and direction in achieving your real estate goals at 50+, watch the remaining parts of this series. Part 2 of this series will be on the low capital blueprint, scripts, steps, and what to do first. Part 3 will be on turning low capital moves into long-term wealth. Links to Part 2 and Part 3 of this series can be found in the upper corners of this video.